and gentlemen, welcome to the Deckbox. I'm here with Trevor.
Howdy.
And we are looking at Modern because I'm sure a lot of you have gotten sick of Standard. Most of these videos are Standard. We did do one Legacy video. But we're checking out Modern because it's a really interesting format and the fact that there's really no best deck. And I'm here with Trevor to talk about his deck, Elfball. So, could you just run us through kind of what the deck intends to do?
Sure. The deck works off the Storm mechanic, which a few other decks in Modern do. And basically the entire point is to cast a number of spells in one turn and combo off and generate 20 or 25 Storm counters, and then cast Grape Shot, which is my win condition, which essentially does 1 damage for each Storm counter. So I can do a full person's life total of damage in 1 turn.
Now, what would you say are some key pieces to kind of how the deck would go off?
The deck is based on a Legacy variant called Elfball, which relies on these 2 creatures here, the Heritage Druid and the Nettle Sentinel. And how they work is the Heritage Druid allows you to tap any 3 elves to produce 3 mana. The Nettle Sentinels, whenever a green spell is cast, they untap. So you tap, you produce 3, cast a spell that costs less than 3, they untap, you end up generating mana. And the rest of it is basically through cheap creatures, like elves typically are, Llanowar Elf, Essence Warden, Elvish Visionary. Each one of them nets you 1 or 2 mana for each iteration with the Nettle Sentinels. From that you generate enough mana to either cast other draw spells, or eventually kind of mid-range is Regal Force, which will basically end up drawing you a number of cards equal to the creatures in play, which keeps your combo going.
Okay, and quick question about some cards that I'm sure some of the Modern players might not quite understand why they're in there.
Sure thing.
Why is Essence Warden here?
The Essence Warden's in there for another one of the very popular decks in Modern. There's a lot of combos with Kiki Jiki, Mirror Breaker, as well as Receiver Exarch, which is whenever he taps, he creates a creature. The creature, basically, you can get an infinite combo with it. The problem is it's only a 1-power creature, so as each creature comes into play, I generate a life from it, and therefore their combos rendered effectively ineffective. I have 1 extra one in the sideboard, so I have 3 in the main board, 1 post board, which is there for people that now are using the Restoration Angel combo with Kiki Jiki. So if I can get all 3 on the board, which is fairly easy to do with things like Weird Harvest, then their same infinite combo is also relevant.
And quick look at your kind of mana base. How many lands are you running?
Currently, I just think it's 20, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yep.
And
Just so you'll note, I have the artist description.
okay, and I noticed that the one big creature that you kind of splurged on was Regal Force. Is he really that crucial to the deck?
He's pretty much integral to it. I can get a bit of a small draw combo going with the Harmonize, or any of the fetch cards that I have, such as Summoner's Pact, Call to Crawling, Weird Harvest. But the thing with Regal Force is the deck's combo is based on having creatures in play and relying on having a draw engine. One of the big issues with this deck in Modern is the fact that they ban Glimpse of Nature, which is the main draw engine for it before. So Regal Force is sort of the substitute for it, and he still does fairly well. You can get a 12 or a 15 card draw without much difficulty.
And no, just a quick look at the sideboard.
Yep.
We already discussed the 1 Essence Warden, which is for Deceiver Exarch, Kiki Jiki,
Yep.
Basic thing. 2 copies of Surgical Extraction.
Just sort of a catch-all. One of the main things it's used for is things like Reanimator, or people use Makeshift Mannequin to reanimate things like Emrakul or anything like that. When they drop the Emrakul in the graveyard while the reshuffle is on the stack and they try to Makeshift Mannequin, I just Extraction it out, therefore killing sort of their deck plan, or any other sort of dredge thing I can pick out their main targets.
Ratchet Bomb. I think we kind of know why this is in there. It pretty much serves the same purpose as it does for Standard.
Yeah, BW tokens is becoming a big thing in Modern, as well as it works nice against the same infinite combos I was talking about, where you end up with, they make 1 million copies of a creature. Well, it's still a token creature, so if you have a Ratchet Bomb on the board, you can crack it and wipe the board off that.
Ancient Grudge, I assume for Affinity.
Ancient Grudge for Affinity or for Delver, because swords on creatures is a scary thing, potentially.
Which is why I assume Creeping Corrosion is in there.
Also for Affinity as well, yeah. Sort of a catch-all as well.
Here's a pretty interesting sideboard choice. 2 copies of Emrakul the Aeon's Torn.
Yeah, that's sort of an alternate win condition. Like I discussed, my main deck plan is Storm Counters and Grape Shot. If I assume my opponent's going to sideboard against that, then I result to boarding in 2 Emrakuls and then hardcast an Emrakul instead. which is also pretty threatening when conditioned.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure not many people can recover from that.
Not if they're planning for Storm.
Autumn's Veil, 3 copies.
Yeah, odd choice because it's not really a great card in most people's eyes.
And
But
control's kind of not that great in Modern.
it's true, but anything they're going to do to maybe kill off my Essence or my Heritage Druid, part of my combo pieces, I can prevent it that way. And also, if they do manage to sideboard counters like Pact of Negation to take care of my Grape Shot or anything like that, I can then just counter it that way. And the
And make them lose.
Yeah, basically.
And 2 copies of Crushing Vine.
Delver. That's all. Just Delver.
Something we don't even see in a lot of sideboards in Standard.
No, it's the catch-all either way. Like, it'll take care of the swords they're attaching, or it'll take care of the Delver itself, or take care of Restoration Angel. It does a lot that way. Also, I ended up using it actually in the tournament. Someone dropped a Linvala Keeper of Silence on me and basically killed my activated abilities, and I was able to pop it with that. So, it's helpful.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's Elf Ball. Trevor, thank you for coming on.
No worries.
And we hope to see you soon. Roll for choice.
Take care.